So I was an RA in college, a resident assistant, which basically made me a glorified hall monitor. But I really liked it because, I got to be part of, the community that I was in. And also it came with free room and board and meal plan, which was nice. And so I decided that the summer before my senior year, I was going to stay on campus and really enjoy the last few months that I had before the school year and before ultimately having to go out into the real world. But as it turns out, there was a catch. And that was that I was going to have to RA for this program that brings high school kids up for the summer to get the college experience. Now, I had friends who had done this program the year before, and they told me, Nick, these kids are the absolute worst. They're not, high achievers looking to get ahead. They are, every single one of them, horrible people whose parents were willing and able just to spend good money to get rid of them for the summer. And so this was a situation I found myself in, and it was going to ruin my golden summer. And so I decided I had to do something. And at the outset, what that wasn't exactly clear, but there were three things that I was keeping in mind. Number one, whatever it is that I did to deal with this situation was going to have to be some sort of challenge to keep my mind focused and away from the fact that I was living in a bubble of wretched entitlement. And, like how a prisoner of war runs through a movie plot over and over again to keep their sanity? It's be like that. Number two, whatever it is, ideally, would have the effect of minimizing my contact with these kids or, getting them away from me as much as possible. And number three, frankly, I kind of wanted to fuck with their heads. And the importance of point number three cannot be overstated. And so with these things in mind, it became very clear that I only had one option, and that was I was going to pretend to be Russian for the entire summer. Now, this was a good plan. My name is actually Nicholas Alexander Semenko. Very Russian name. The Tsars! In the time, I have big beard like in movies and this, and remember, I'm not having to be fooling KGB. Only a bunch of little shits. And so they come to school and they ask me many questions. Like, dude, where are you from? I am from St. Petersburg, Russia. How'd you get here? My parents in Soviet Union were physicists and they work at nuclear power plant. And after fall of USSR, they come to United States to work at power plant. Dude, say something in Russian. Ya tvoyu mat. This means go have sex with mother. I am not some dance monkey, dance clown here for you to be entertainment. And after this, they do not ask me so many questions, which is good. But still, they are all around me all of the time. And like they have a camp counselor, who he is a college student, but he live with them. And every time I see him in stairwell, he sing Hunt for Red October song. Boom, 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 boom. And he does not think that I know what he is doing, but I know. There is other time when I hear, what is word? A ruckus? Yes? Loud noise? Ruckus? Yes? I am in my room, and I hear a ruckus. And I go out into the hallway, and I see there is one of these kids, and he has on no clothes. And he is running after another kid who has stolen his towel from the shower. And I see this, and I yell, hey, you! Give him back his towel! And he does. And I go back into my room, and I hear him say, dude, the Russian guy just saw your ass. And so they believe me. They think that I am Russian. Why would they not? I am Russian. But still, I do have a few close calls. I might be on the campus with a friend talking about this and that. Like, hey, you going to Riley's party this weekend? Yeah, I think I will. But also, I see kid and I have to write paper. And I do not know if I can go to a party and also write paper. I just do not. But it gets to end of summer. My friends, they know what is going on. And they say, Nick, at end, you should do big reveal. Tell them this is haha joke. And I say, no, this is not what I want. If I tell these kids, they will go back to their little friends and say, I know this Russian, but he is not Russian. And I do not want this. I did not do this for them. I did it for me. And so at end of summer, they go home and they do not know. But a few months later, I am in a bar with a friend and other friends. And one of my friends, he brings someone I do not know. And all night long, he is looking at me funny. And I do not know why. But then I realize he is camp counselor who sing Hunt for Red October. And when I realize this, I turn to him and I say, dude, I'm not Russian. Thank you.
I'm from Russia, and all the girls love me. Add me on Facebook, kiss, hug me.